Yeah.
Dumpster fire. Fun and trashy. Hot mess, dumpster fire.
My jam.
Fun and trashy. Ponch and Nikki are back. No censor. Oh, you foul, you're bullying, they can trans me. You get for granted like these fitness trying to face me. Just be an ex, I need the ass dancing. I wait with screaming, shaky girl about his dancing. Hot mess, dumpster fire. Hot mess, dumpster fire. Ponch and Nikki are back. Uncensored. Hot mess, dumpster fire.
What's good, y'all? We are the Ponch and Nikki Show, and we're live everywhere. Facebook, YouTube, X, and all over the place. Good morning. How are you?
What's up? I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. Did you survive yesterday? If you live in the Kansas City area, it was nasty.
So you know how we are in the Midwest. We're kind of like, meh, let me stand out on my porch and really make sure it's doing something. So of course, that's, I was out on my deck doing that. And
Sure.
Next thing you hear one of the weather guys, they're like, oh, touchdown, Arrowhead Stadium, touchdown by Arrowhead Stadium, tornado, get to your safe zone. I'm like, oh crap, that is right by my house. Yeah. My mom's calling me and she's like, get to the basement. She's sobbing. So of course. So I'm like,
apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Nothing helps.
Dramatic.
Nothing helps a bad situation other than crying and being hysterical during it. There's time for that afterwards.
Yeah. So here's my go bag. Here's what I threw together in a few minutes. You're gonna die.
Okay.
I threw in not one, not two, but 3 guns, a phone charger, a flashlight, a bag of Frankie Blue's food.
Yep.
My purse, and went downstairs with Frankie Blue, obviously. I didn't think of myself for any food. Didn't think of water. Just like, oh, Frankie has food. My dog has food, so that's good. Like, and why did I need 3 guns? I don't know.
You never know. I mean, in this day and age, I was looking at pump shotguns the other day. So you could, look, people can have their opinions about guns. People hate them, love them, whatever. But I respectfully use them, and so do you. So yeah, I like them. It was nasty. It was nasty over by me. It started yesterday afternoon, early, because I live in southern. I mean, you haven't been out here yet. It's like southern Olathe, Kansas.
Yeah, you're real far out.
Like door to door, and if I leave and go to your place and we're cutting promos or whatever, I mean, door to door, it's 47 minutes, and not rush hour. It's a long way. So, but yeah, it was really scary yesterday. The weather's going nuts. I look out my window. My God, Nikki, I got a picture of this. Now, if you're just listening in the car, that's fine. Later on, you're going to definitely want to take a look at this. I was surprised the news didn't pick this up, but this tornado or wall cloud was so penetrating. This is outside my back door. Look at this. Can you see the power of that tornado? I was so frightened.
You're so stupid. I was waiting for it.
I ran into my basement just crying. Anyway, I'm glad there's still some folks without power today. So.
Oh my God.
Oh God, I'm looking at that on the big screen too. That is
massive.
That is a big tornado.
That's a big baby arm.
I don't know it's a cloud in a tornado. That's what that is.
Yeah. That's exactly what it is.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. We got a lot to get to today. We want to talk about our friends at Kelly's in Westport and Kansas City doing good as usual. We got to get into yesterday. You were talking about Frankie Blue has this separation anxiety disorder even more now because you're at home and working there all the time. So if you leave,
it's bad.
He's a wreck, right?
He's a wreck. He doesn't know what to do with himself. I mean, he's always been a Velcro dog, but this is a different level of Velcro dog. I mean, normally if I would move a little, he would get the hint, like, oh, she's trying to get up. No, now he is just on me, like will not move. I don't know. It's wild.
I looked into it yesterday. Of course, I doubt your mothering skills for that dog. And I'm like, he's just being mean or spoiling. But I read an article, legit. It's like 85%, according to owners, 85% of pets misbehave or they have some sort of separation anxiety.
I believe it.
Also, I learned the other thing to why do dogs go to the bathroom with you is because they're protecting you while you go. And I didn't know. I always thought it was weird. Like if you take a dog into the backyard, it always like stares at you while it's crapping or peeing or whatever. But it's the same thing. Yeah. They're depending on you in their vulnerable moment to protect them.
Oh yeah.
And I will. I mean, unless it's like a wolf or something, then it's like, I'm sorry.
I did when that big, huge ass raccoon came after Frankie that time when he was pottying. I kicked that raccoon like it was a football. I punted that thing.
Feel bad at all? No.
You were gonna try and eat my kid. Like, no. I came out. I was in my nightgown, my slippers. Boom. Bye.
How much look? I don't want to put you in a bad mood ever. I never try to like irritate you or put you in a bad space. Just round figure. How much do you think you've spent on Frankie Blue?
Oh,
since you bought him, since you got him, how much do you how long have you had him, by the way?
He just turned 9 on May 20th.
Oh my God.
I know. My baby's getting older.
I mean, yeah. He's getting
older. I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars. Thousands and thousands. I mean, no doubt about it. Like, think of the surgeries he's had. I mean, every time you go to the vet, it's.
Do you think that it equates to an economy car, or does it equate to a mid-size car, or does the price tag equate to a luxury lower end vehicle?
Probably in 20,000 ish, I would assume. Christ. So whatever car that can get you nowadays, which probably isn't much because of the, how expensive things are.
Fam,
dude, like I tell everybody, a Frenchie. Like everyone wants to be like, oh, I'm getting a Frenchie. Listen, you have to understand what you're signing up for. It is not a normal dog. They are special in every way and they are high maintenance. And you got to be prepared for that. The wind blows the wrong way and the dude's getting sick. Like,
well, because, and look, I'm not talking about, I love Frankie. And when I come over, I snuggle with him. But the fact is that breed of dog is an abomination. It's been inbred so many different times. It's like designer and there's a lot of like flaws with it. Is he still like yesterday after the show? Did you put a boundary between you and him? And it was like, look, put your foot down. No. You need to calm down.
Look, I try and just say, hey, give me a little bit of space just for a second. But no, because I'm in here by myself and he's not in here, he freaks out. So as soon as that door opens, boom, here he comes, running, sniffing and looking like, what have you been doing? What'd you eat? What'd you eat without me? I mean, and then he's with me all day. It's fine. I love him to death. I would literally do anything for this dog, and we all know that.
We're just starting our brand new show, so anything for clicks. I recommend that you open the door and let Frankie in there and do the show with him. I think that's hilarious while you're trying to clear a thought, and then you stop to yell. I saw it yesterday after the show. We were talking, having a meeting after the show, and it's like you're yelling at him, yelling at Jonas. This morning, you have no awareness of this show off the air whatsoever. This morning, we're up and we're talking to each other. And then I hear, and she's like, okay, well, we're going to go over what we're going to talk about here in a second. I'll be right back. You leave your mic on. I'm the only one that can hear it. And I just hear in the background. Anybody do this? Frankie! Boom, boom, boom. Slams the door and then comes back and goes, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm like, I heard all of that. All of it.
Great.
Anyway, I think Frankie would be great on the show. It'd be good for clicks. I mean,
I'll bring him in here. I'll get him. Yeah, got you.
But he does have abandonment issues, and that is going to be a problem. Do you think that I know you take him to the vet a lot. Give a shout to your veterinarian.
Blue Springs Animal Hospital, Dr. Payton all day. If you need a place to go and a doctor that actually cares, it's him, Dr. Payton. He's hard to get into because everyone loves him and wants him. But I'm telling you, that dude, he loves Frankie.
Dr. Payton is thanking you right now from his summer home in Hawaii because
right.
Thank you so much. Well, after our conversation yesterday, I really thought long and hard to see if I could help you in some way. And of course, the answer is no. But I did put together a song for you and Frankie. I thought that it was kind of touching. You want to hear that?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I won't this dog leave me alone. Oh, don't I feed you and
That's great.
Just like his mom. He doesn't want you to leave.
There you go.
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
That'll be racing up the charts. It's called abandonment issues.
It's a real thing, man. Unpacking that in therapy. A lot of fun.
Well,
a lot of fun.
Good luck with that. Let's get into spilling the tea really quick. How about that?
Make it burn. Spill that tea, girl. Viva's is showing receipts. Spill the tea. Make it burn. Spill that tea, girl. Spilling the tea. With Nikki. The tea piping hot today. Pull up a chair and get your spy with the tea. With Nikki V. The tea piping hot today.
All right.
Ooh, yeah. All right, let's start with a local spot here in KC. I want to jump into this Kelly's story. Because I think this is just amazing. Kelly's Bar in Westport, oldest bar in Kansas City. It's been around for a long time. We have spent many days and nights in Kelly's.
100%. I mean, we worked right upstairs from Kelly's, and I had a chance to get to know the entire family, and they're just beautiful people, supportive of the community. They fight the good fight for Westport in Kansas City, even when it's ugly. You know, they work really hard to make Westport safe, and Kelly's a good place to go.
Yeah. So anybody that's listening that doesn't live here, when you come to KC to visit, make sure you pop in there. It is a must for sure. Owner Colleen Kelly, we love that woman. Is a gem. I mean, just good people, good soul.
I've known her since, like, when she went off to Mizzou.
Yeah,
like I met her, like, she graduated high school and then went off to Mizzou and then came back and worked at Kelly's full time. So that's how long I've known, like almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
We have a picture of us all together, don't we?
Oh God. I want to set this up too, because this obviously this is back in my drinking days. You can look.
This was years ago.
Well, this wasn't that many years ago. We met our friend Erin. She had not left her home, literally, shelter in place. She stayed in her home the entire pandemic. Like, we were working and going to the office. She literally stayed there for like a year and a half. So Kelly's was her first outing with us. Look, we were rocked, but Erin was even more rocked. So here we all are with Kelly or Colleen. There you go.
Yeah, there's Kelly's Bar. Colleen's over there on the right in the sweater. Yeah, I mean, it's a great place if you've not been. It's so great.
So good.
Well, Fox 4 actually covered a story that happened at their bar, because not only are they serving great drinks and, smiles and all the fun, but they're actually saving lives, people.
Co-owner Colleen Kelly posted this receipt last Tuesday.
Your kindness saved my life. Thank you. These are people that love their job and get to interact with people. And I'd like to think it's just kind of this trickle-down effect, that if we treat them well and they treat each other well and they treat the customers well, that, hopefully that customer then treats somebody else well.
Last Monday night, a bartender named Heath sent it to her.
And I said, what happened? And he said, a woman came in, she was really stressed, and I was nice.
I love that.
Oh my gosh.
Simple as that. You're just nice.
Nice.
And you save that lady's life just by being nice.
Dude, you just don't know what people are going through. I know people say that all the time, but it's so true. It's so true. The battles that people are fighting, the silent battles, and it's just like, man, you can change everybody's day with a smile and just like, hey, how are you?
Exactly. And that is something that I'm honestly just working really hard on. And I said hard on. It's starting to become just did you almost spit it out? Go for it.
You always do that shit to me. Right when I'm taking a drink of something. Damn. Okay. Keep going.
Muscle memory is kicking in, but I'm making it a point, and have been for this year. If you want to have a New Year's resolution, anytime I'm in a restaurant or a store or wherever, it's not a passive thing. I don't walk into like Quick Trip or whatever and go, hey, how's it going? I look them in the eye and I'm like, how was your day? How was your day? And you would be amazed if they have a shocked look on their face, like, what fucking alien is talking to me right now? Did you actually care about my condition and ask? And it's just that simple. It's free. And it's like, how was your day? How was your now? Of course, that you do run into problems that every now and again, I'd say 2%, because I have done that. And then somebody was like, well, it's not good. I'm like, oh shit.
And then you'd be like, okay, you want to elaborate? You want to talk about it?
No. I did my part. Now you're taking it to another level. And I was like, I just want my energy drink and get the fuck out of here. I mean, there's people behind me. I don't know.
Maybe that person needs you. I'm that person in the checkout line all the time at the grocery store. I'll sit there and talk with you. And if somebody's behind me, I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Well, I don't look, that person may need someone to talk to.
You're the reason for self-checkout. I'm just saying.
Cool. Go to self-checkout.
And I
hate self-checkout. Drives me nuts. No, it's so freaking pointless, because inevitably the freaking little light's gonna go off and you're gonna need some assistance. It happens every time. Every time. So what is the point of self-checkout when somebody, an actual human being, has to walk over and be like, oh, let me scan my card and like, dude, get rid of it. It's so dumb.
But I do it. I go to the like person checkout just out of sympathy, because typically, I don't know, they're older, the people that they stick behind the cash register, because nobody's going there anymore. So I look at that as an opportunity to, I'm like, okay, I have a lot of groceries and I'll just let them scan. I'm ended up bagging everything, because it's just like, this poor lady's behind the counter. I shop at like every now and again, I'll go to like a Walmart neighborhood store. You know what I mean? One of those grocery stores.
Yeah.
I'll go in there and it's like, this one poor woman's like 155 years old.
155.
She's propped up. She's just hanging. And I'm just like,
God, that's sad.
I was like, here's your 2025. I was like, how are you doing today, ma'am? Huh? How are you doing today? I guess. Ding, ding. Where am I? I don't know. Anyway,
oh my God, just let her be.
Congratulations to our friends at Kelly's for just doing the right thing all the time, man. I don't know. Just
right.
I'm proud to call them my friends. That's for sure. Shout out, Colleen.
Good people. Good people. All right. New episode of New Heights dropped, and this time Travis and Jason sat down with a favorite.
You know him as the Big Shamrock, the Big Aristotle, the Superman, Shaq this, the Diesel, we got him! Simply Shaq. 92%ers, can you dig it? Please welcome Shaquille O'Neal! Yeah, baby!
AKA
the
Black County brother.
Let's go!
Hold on, I gotta show you guys something. My favorite song in the world, brother.
You didn't know it. Just got this song back too. Yeah. Just bought all the music back, so it's finally hers too, man. I appreciate that.
I love you guys.
Love you, big dog. Everybody, the Diesel.
That's hot.
Not only is Shaq a Swiftie, I mean, like, how cool is that? I mean, this is actually going to be an episode that I listen to the whole thing because Shaq's on.
All right, whatever gets you in, whatever. I know it's funny now because during the radio show, I would say, hey, did you watch this podcast? Did you like the Call Her Daddy podcast? I like that one. There's a lot of great Mel Robbins podcast is, I don't want to get into her book later and a couple other books, but you were like, I don't watch podcasts. I just watch the clips. I watch the clips. Now you're essentially, we're doing a live, but it's also turns into a podcast after the show.
Correct.
Has your opinion on podcasts changed to where maybe you'll start giving these people that put all the hard work in
yes
to listen to a show or watch a show?
It has absolutely changed.
Okay.
Absolutely. Look, this is the new wave. I mean, it took me a second to wrap my mind around it because I am 80 years old. And I am very much stuck in my ways and I hate change. Like I can admit that. But this is how things are moving, people. I mean, it just is. And
well, I think it's nice that we're on so many different mediums to where people can digest and consume the way that they want to. I got a couple of notes where people are like getting ready for work. They're listening to us, but they have us on TV. They just pop up YouTube on TV and you can watch it. And I watched the replay of it yesterday and I was like going, damn, it looks like a show.
It's like a television show.
Decent, guys. Decent. So anyway,
did you watch the whole episode?
No, that's on my list today.
Okay.
That's on my list to watch today. And
it made me think of the time I invited him to my birthday party. Yep.
Why don't you tell the folks that are new you did? How old were you?
Okay, so growing up, I was a huge Shaquille O'Neal fan. Huge. I played basketball. I think I started when I was 8, and I was always a big kid. So I always played the post position, which is the same position that Shaq plays. Mm-hmm. And oh my gosh, I had the Lakers jersey. I had the Orlando Magic jersey. I went where Shaq went. So I was a Phoenix Suns fan for a second. Then I went to the Celtics because I was just obsessed. My nickname in basketball was Shaquilla because I was mean in the paint. Okay?
That makes sense. Yeah.
Shaquilla. So because of my obsession with this man, when I was young, elementary school, I wanted to invite him to my birthday party. So I took my time, sent him a little invitation, gave him my address, told the date, the time. I'm like, I can't wait for you to be there. I told all my friends he was coming. I was like, oh yeah, Shaq is going to be at my birthday party. It's going to be the celebration of a lifetime. Do you know what this dude did?
Not show up?
Oh, not
just
show up, but he sent me this. This is what I got in the mail.
You talked about this forever. I haven't seen it.
Actually, yet. It says, Shaq says, and basically told me to read, stay in school, and open a book, and then signed it. That's what I got. I didn't get Shaq at my birthday party. I didn't get him rolling up, dunking on the basketball goal that I had in the back drive. I didn't get any of that shit. I got whatever this is with a bookworm telling me to read and stay in school.
I think the bigger question that people may have, I know I do certainly, is that you tell everyone that Shaq's come to your birthday party.
I know.
How many kids are at this birthday party, first of all?
Oh, geez, probably like 30. Wow. I've always had big birthday parties and big blowouts over here.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. But when you have to explain to 30 plus people plus parents that were under the assumption that Shaquille O'Neal was going to come to your birthday party, do you break that news, or do you have your gram or grandpa break that news and you run away and cry? How does that work?
I don't remember how it worked. I probably, knowing me, because I can bob and weave, I probably came up with some kind of story and was like, oh, he got booked on some gig he had to do. That's why he's not here. But I've saved this letter all these years because I've never met Shaq, but I thought for sure our paths would cross one day, and I was going to bring it and just show and be like, really? This is what happened. It's a great story. He would love it.
He would love it. Let's try to get him on the show. I want to go to some of the comments before we get going to more stuff, but people are, thank you so much for tuning in. We're on Facebook, by the way. We're on YouTube. We're also on X. And X has a different address to it. It's Ponch Nikki Fam on X, so you can watch us live there. Mm-hmm. You get all the comments. Someone's asking, is it just you two putting the show on? That is correct. There's helping us do the show. It's just her and I producing this entire thing. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are saying, Nikki, you have to watch New Heights podcast. See their faces. It makes a big difference. I think that having us visually, I make a lot of jokes about how ugly I am, and I don't take that back, but it does add an extra element having that visual. My girl was even saying, it's nice to see your genuine reactions, because she was like, not many people got to go in the studio and watch you talk and see your reaction that goes along with it. So I don't know, I like that extra layer.
I like it, but I know that it's going to bite me in my ass.
Why?
I have the worst poker face ever ever. Like my face shows everything. You are going to know exactly how I feel just by looking at me. So if I'm trying to hide something, nope. You're going to be like, oh God, Nikki hates that. Oh, Nikki's pissed. Oh, Nick. Oh, yep. That tracks.
It is. It is what it is. You have a terrible poker face.
I do. It's so bad.
You also have resting bitch face as well, but I do too. Yeah. I have resting dick face. A lot of people, dick face. A lot of people are like going, face? What is wrong with you? And I mean, literally, this is my face if I'm not talking to anyone. I'm sitting, and this is me in a good mood by myself, not talking and engaging.
Yeah, you look pissed.
Perfect mood. I'm in a great mood when I do that.
I do the same thing.
Are you okay?
But I just don't want wrinkles.
You don't want wrinkles. That's why you're not smiling.
No, man, I'm really trying to master like sleeping on my back right now. And it is freaking hard. It's so hard because I want to sleep on my side, but I'm getting a line because I sleep on my right side and it's going, eh.
Yeah.
Man.
Do you think that is a fight you're going to win considering?
I have to win it. J-Lo's won it.
Yeah.
She sleeps like this.
Yeah, okay. Well, good on J-Lo.
I've got to master it. I have to. I don't.
Speaking of J-Lo, did you see who's dating J-Lo right now or is rumored?
I thought you were going to bring up the horrendous job she did at the Billboard Awards.
Oh, don't even get me started on the award
garbage.
shows. But Roy Kent, Brett Goldstein from Ted Lasso.
Can she not just sit the hell down for a second?
Okay, fine. That's fine. But I'm like, Brett, no. It's kind of like when somebody starts dating a Kardashian that I like. Like, no, like Timothy Chalamet. I think he's one of our finest actors of the day, of this generation for sure. And he's still hanging out with the Jenner girl or whatever. And I'm just like, stop. So I'm just worried about Brett Goldstein. He's a big boy. And then I see pics of J-Lo and I'm like, I get it. Body stamp.
You want to touch the stove again? Like, is it still like stove hot? Still hot? Still kind of crazy? Let me try it out.
We've all done it. Knew it was wrong. Knew it was going to turn out terribly.
Yep.
Damn it! Look at that J-Lo body.
The glow. The glow draws them in.
It's like
from the block.
Can I do this and be unscathed? That's the question. And then go talk to Ben Affleck. The answer is no.
No, you can't. You can't do it.
The answer is no.
Hey, did you see this? Real quick, I know people freaking lost their mind over this yesterday. I have never had one of these, but maybe I'm gonna need to try one. Snack wrap coming back to McDonald's.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you didn't see like how many people lost their shit? People were like, "Finally, it's back! You listened, woo!"
Yeah, fair. People lose their shit over the McRib, and it's not my jam either. I don't get it. There's not a thing out there that I'm just like, oh, it's taken away and it's back. Nothing in fast food. I'm just like crazy. But I know a lot of people are like going, oh my God, did you know there's a snack wrap? And I'm like, oh my God, you can just order a cheeseburger and put it in a tortilla and it's the same damn thing. It's the same thing.
No,
it's the same thing.
It's not a cheeseburger. It's a chicken tender.
Okay, put a chicken tender in there, and they put cheeseburgers in there too. They have different kinds. They'll snack wrap anything. It's just a tortilla, guys. It's a shitty ghetto ass burrito, and it's fine.
Ghetto ass burrito. What garbage food, like some garbage fast food that you shouldn't eat, but you do it anyway? What is it? What's yours?
Yesterday after the show, because I live by this place, and I've never tried it before, and it's like I go there once a week now. Taco John's. You been to Taco John's?
No.
I've never heard of Taco John's. It's a chain.
Okay.
And fam, so good. It's so good. I mean, it's like
is it like Taco Bell?
It's like a step above Taco Bell. And they serve breakfast. But I guess Taco Bell does too. I don't know. Their big thing is like you get tater tots with things. Like you get a burrito. It kind of I'll tell you exactly what it reminds me of on the West Coast. It reminds me of Del Taco. Have you ever been out to Del Taco when you're in LA or Vegas? It's
I peed in the janitor's closet of a Del Taco in a bucket.
Okay.
Not my proudest moment.
Yeah.
I had to go and the line was too long. So sorry.
People are asking powdered cheese. No, it's not like In a Tub, which is a Kansas City either favorite or hatred. It's not like that, but it is.
Stephanie worked at Taco John's.
Oh, nice. In high school.
In high school, yeah.
Very good. I have their I'm hooked on their taco burgers. I mean, literally it's just, I don't know, it's like a sloppy Joe, basically. But they have this fire ass sauce that I put on it and it's great. So anyway, shout out to Taco John's. Want to be a part of the podcast? Hit us in the DMs. There you go.
Yum.
You want to go against McDonald's? Let's do it. We ride it on. Taco John's against McDonald's. You think that's gonna work? Maybe.
Maybe. Hey, you never know. It's 2025 and wild things have happened this year. We don't know.
After the conversation that I had with you before the show and after the show yesterday about a business thing, something that I'd never thought in my entire life would even be a conversation or a happening. So anything can happen. Guys, stay tuned. Seriously, this is the beginning. You are now at the beginning of this chapter and this era of Ponch and Nikki. But I'm telling you right now, hang out, stay here, because it's just going to get bigger and it's going to ascend. But that news you gave me, which we'll get into later if it does happen, I was just like, well, shit, isn't that ironic? Very cool. Very, very cool.
Who knows?
We'll see. I had between tornadoes and all the stuff that was going on yesterday, I did have kind of a cool thing that happened. I am reading this book right now. Two, actually. I'm going back and forth. The Mel Robbins book, which if anybody that is going through it or not, buy this book. This Mel Robbins. I would equate it's not the same content, but I would equate the Mel Robbins book right now is probably what The Secret was back in the early 2000s, to where it was the must-have self-help type book. Just Let Them, I think is the name of the book.
Let Them theory. Let Them.
The Let Them theory. It's a fantastic theory and it's a fantastic book. So check it out. So I'm reading that. And the other one that I'm reading is Jeremy Renner. You know who he is. My Next Breath, a memoir. And I'm listening.
Almost died last year.
He got run over by a 14,000-pound snowcat, and it was his. And I recommend you can read the book. I know people are hardcore old school, but I'm listening to mine on Audible. So he actually incorporates the 911 call from his nephew at the end of his gigantic driveway saying, hey, you guys need to get somebody there. And then it goes back to him explaining exactly what he was feeling and how he felt like he knew he was dying. He truly had to will himself to stay alive and breathe. And then he goes through, there's all these little circumstances like the neighbors and his nephew and all these other people that if it didn't happen, he would absolutely be dead. His daughter wouldn't have a dad, and he seems like a good guy. Anyway, this book, My Next Breath, touched me in a way. I have like 3 more chapters. But I was inclined to reach out because I saw Jeremy Renner on Instagram yesterday, and he's also the star of Mayor of Kingstown on Paramount, which I just started and is really good. So he was announcing that. And I just felt inclined. I was like, you know what? I'm going to thank Jeremy Renner for writing this book. And he's got millions of fans. I mean, fuck, he was in the Marvel. He's in, some of the Mission Impossible movies, one of the Bourne movies. So this is a big A-list star. So I wrote and I was like, that's fine. Maybe you'll see it. Maybe you won't. I know how it works. And then I get to my notifications this morning and I saw this. Jeremy Renner liked your comment. Congrats. Congrats. Well-deserved. Also, thank you for writing your book and on and on and on. So
nice.
I know that's stupid.
No.
That's a humble brag, but I don't know. I just thought it was, even if it's one of his team, which it probably is, one of his social media people, or maybe it's not. Who knows? He's got several million people following. But anyway, he liked my post, or one of his people did. So thank you.
Go ahead and think that it's him. I think that's cool. You. I love that.
And then yesterday, there was big news for you. And this happened toward the end of the show. And I want to know, are you getting tickets, or are you going to go backstage and molest him? We're talking about Lil Wayne.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Coming to town. Here
North America tour.
West. Yeah. Huge tour. I don't know why my voice is going out. Excuse me.
Let me clear my throat.
It's been a minute since I've talked. Anyway, yeah. Lil Wayne, new album dropping. The tour is out. The dates. Hell yeah, I'm going. I've seen this man so many times. And look, it is not it's not a sexual thing with this guy. He's a lyrical genius. It's not like I look at him and I'm like, ooh, no. It's his art. He is phenomenal at what he does. And I have always been a huge Cash Money fan since way back in the day, since my grandma took me to the very first Cash Money concert in, what was that, 2000? Kemper Arena. I was in second row. I was in 6th grade.
2000
and it was hilarious. We're in the second row, and it's like my grandma, me, and a couple of my girlfriends. Oh, we stuck out like a sore thumb. I mean, it was ridiculous. But anyway, amazing. I will 1,000% be at this show.
All right. It's in August. So I'm not going to be in town.
2 days before my birthday.
Yeah, I'm not going to be in town for it, I think. What is the date on that?
It's the 20. Wasn't it the 26th? Or
yeah, I'm out of town. But you have fun, and I'll work like I tell you, and it never happens. I'll work on you meeting Lil Wayne. I do have an in with him. So
can you please make it happen? I need something to look forward to and to make this year better.
I will. I'll certainly ask the ask and shoot the shot for it. But we do have. We do have an in with Lil Wayne. In fact, I got to go in 2014. I got invited from our dude Trav in Tech and to the World Series behind home plate. And it was the weirdest thing. It was because Lil Wayne I went. It wasn't because I'm balling. Trav called me and he's like, "Hey man, mind you, game time first pitch was like an hour and 45 minutes from this call. I'm at the office and he goes, "Hey man, you want to go to the World Series? Wayne dropped out." I'm like, "Wait, what?" What? And he goes, "Yeah, Lil Wayne dropped out. He didn't make his plane. You want to go?" And I'm like,
sure.
Yes.
It
was amazing. So that I always think of thank Lil Wayne for that. But I'll put the request in.
Please do.
What would you say to him?
I want to thank him for his art. And I want him to be reassured that the world needs him, because there are some times where this man is almost checked out on us, who is almost rocked on out. And I think that when you get to that level of celebrity, you just have a bunch of yes people around you. You don't have no people. You don't have people who, pour into you. They're just used to you pouring into them.
No doubt.
So I feel like he needs someone, and he may get this. I don't know. I don't know the dude that well. But he may get it. But I would like to say, just your art freaking matters. You matter. Like there is no one like you. And we need you around. We need you to stick around and keep giving us great music. So make smart decisions, sir.
Well, he had a pretty well, no, you're right. I mean, he had a pretty rough go, and I know behind the scenes some of the stuff that he was entangled with, and it wasn't good.
Yeah.
But look, we've got all got our demons, and it is. I am living proof that you can. If you want it, you have to want it. Pull your shit together and get it together, and live a wonderful and great life. I mean, it is possible. Shout to I won't say names, but I do want to shout to a couple people that are celebrating a year sobriety and just over a year sobriety, and it's kind of like we're kind of in this message chain together, a bunch of separately or whatever. But this journey that we've been on for a better part of almost 2 years now, you can do it. And I do get emails and things. It's like, "Hey, my dad or my husband or my wife, what do you think? What do you suggest?" And I think I break their heart a little bit, but I'm honest. And I'm like, look, unless they want to get better, you can scream, you can yell, you can kick them out of the house, you can do everything imaginable, thinking that you're giving them tough love. And until they're ready, until they hit their rock bottom, they're not going to change. And you were there, rock motherfucking bottom. Rock motherfucking bottom. And it stuck. Seeing your face. I mean, look, I talk about this a lot off the air, but if it was not for you and Naya, and there was a moment, and you guys didn't know it, when you did the intervention to me, and it was like, look, they've got a bed, but we have to go. We have to go. And then we're taking this long ass ride out to Valley Hope, and I'm trying to make jokes, and I'm feeling terrible. And I'm like, "Can we stop somewhere? Can we stop in Weston and get wine one last time?" You're like, no. You guys get me checked in. That was awful. As they're walking me down to my room, I saw you and my lady Naya out the window. You guys held it together the entire time in front of me. But I saw you in the parking lot, and you guys were hugging and crying, and the heartbreak you guys had on your faces struck me to the core. And I didn't forget that. And again, if it wasn't for my want to be better, it wouldn't have happened. But I will say that that was a tipping point in my sobriety and the trajectory that I'm on now. So I will always thank you for that. I'll probably talk about it way too much, but when someone saves your life, which you guys did for me, I'll always talk about it and I'll always thank you. So anyway, I don't mean to get off on a thing.
No, I'm tearing up because it's just, that is a core memory in my mind.
Yeah.
Just seeing you when we dropped you off, it was like a scared little boy in his backpack, like I was dropping you off at camp, and it just rocked me. Like it was, you just looked like this scared little, like you're going to camp, and we're all like, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. Oh God, Naya and I both, we just cried the whole way home, and I felt bad. I felt guilty. I didn't know what we were going to do with the show, but I knew that you needed this. Like, oh God, that was such a dark time.
Well, two things, and thank God it turned out the way that it did. But two things there is that you could have just said, deuces, I'm not fucking dealing with this, and just found a new morning partner and did the whole thing. You know what I mean? You could have absolutely, and that would have been your right to do so. That would absolutely been your right, but you stuck with me as family does, and I'll never forget that. So I do appreciate that. And I also do have now these memories. I'll share some video later, maybe this year. But it was as bad as you can possibly imagine as far as like alcohol and pills go. It was as bad as you could imagine, because you guys, as you dropped me off to rehab, you guys saw I was detoxing because I hadn't had a drink or, Adderall fix it. And probably, I don't know, it was like 8 hours, 12 hours, and it started to wear off. And my hands were shaking so badly, I could barely fill out the paperwork. Mm-hmm. I think you guys, I was so disoriented. I think you guys filled out most of the paperwork and I just signed it, which it's fine. But you guys absolutely saw me at my worst. I just want to say that it is possible. If you're hearing my voice, you're seeing my face. I was about as hopeless as you could possibly get, because I thought to myself, I was like, well, I mean, I don't know how deep. Yeah, let's get deep. I got to a place to where I wanted to die, but I didn't want to outright kill myself.
Yeah.
So I felt like drinking myself to death slowly, not a good plan, but I felt like that was the way to do it and X myself out. And then people who would get life insurance money and the whole deal. That was my mindset, because I absolutely felt worthless at that time. And that's part of what alcohol does. Look, a lot of people can handle alcohol and they're cool with it. And I'm not saying don't drink. That's not what I'm saying, because I do get those every now and again. But I'm saying that it was poison to my mind. And luckily, physically, it did very little to me. It did. And they even said when I was in rehab, because I don't know my biological dad, but they were like, you were pretty much made biologically to be an alcoholic. The way that your body processes, it's not even normal how you can process as much alcohol, but your brain is not immune. So you make poor fucking decisions when you're on it. So therefore you are allergic. And I see a lot of folks that are in sobriety for the first time and new, and they're like, they feel awkward when they're out or whatever. So they're like, well, when someone offers me a drink, I don't want to go in and say, I'm recovering and I'm an alcoholic. You know what I say? I was like, hey, I'm allergic.
Yeah.
It. It's like, hey, you want a drink? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to take Sprite or a water. You want a beer? And I was like, allergic. Break out of hives, handcuffs, whatever. But anyway, I didn't mean to go and get
so many memories.
I mean, that is we really didn't get to expand upon it because there was contract things and all of that. But I did want to absolutely thank you for that. And if you're going through it, no, yes, I do.
I mean, you have already, and I would do it again. I mean, that's our bond, and that's the thing that people don't understand is you know, when you were going through it and it was dark and I didn't understand, you know, like Matt and I were trying to keep everything afloat and just whatever. And yeah, people were like, it's time, Nikki. It's time for you to move on. It's time for like you have to understand he is who he is, and it's time for you to move. And I was like, no.
Sure.
No. I fought tooth and nail and I'm like, no, you're not. He has such a gift with this. Like, this is what he's born to do. You cannot take it away from him. Like, no. So all that being said,
look, if you believe that
this is what we're supposed to do, regardless of if it's on the radio, if it's this, like you and I, it will always be team us against the world. Period.
You saved my life. Accept that. Also accept that if I wasn't here because you didn't save me, we wouldn't be able to look at cool stuff like this.
Thank you. I was wondering when you're going to break this up. I need something to make me laugh here.
If you're in the car and listening to us, make sure you check us out on YouTube or Facebook later. It should be fun.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Good stuff. And you know, usually when we don't want to focus on us, it's we can focus on other people's problems. That's usually a good way to not think about yourself, right? We've had a lot of people in the comments and the DM saying, hey, are you guys going to do Ponch and Nikki group therapy? The answer to that is yes. Right now, we're set up for, you can like send us videos and audio messages and things on Facebook and Instagram. That's the way we're going to roll. I would say probably in 2-3 weeks from now, I'll have my phone situation figured out. And we'll be able to take calls to the show and all of that. But we did get one, and this was after Monday's show, after our very first show back.
Oh, wow.
This is from Devon. It's from Devon.
Hi, you guys. First off, I just want to say I was so glad y'all are back. My mornings are complete again. Secondly, I hope y'all are doing group therapy because I got a doozy for you. It's not ideal, but my daughter, she is 15 and she is pregnant, and we're just trying to figure out a way to tell my ex-husband and her dad without him losing his shit. Again, it's not ideal, but it is what it is. So just want your advice on how to break it. It's my ex-husband, her dad. Thanks. Love you guys.
Oh.
Witness protection. That is a tough conversation.
Oh, wow.
That is tough. That's from Devon. I would say, as a dad, I think it's okay to do it on the phone. Obviously, y'all are exes. You don't have to meet for coffee to do this. But I would just rip the Band-Aid off. I wouldn't hem-haw around it. I would do it. Your daughter's 15. I mean, if you want to make a statement or whatever and say you need to call your dad, fine. She's not going to be able to be equipped emotionally or articulately to answer any of the questions that her father is going to be thrown at her, because he's going to be furious. He's going to be shocked. He's going to be all the things. I say as a mom, you just call your ex-husband and be like, look, you know, the call isn't going to go fun. Just expect that. You know that there is going to be some, I don't know, shade thrown, like if she was living in my house, this shit wouldn't have happened. You know how that goes, but and just go into it knowing that that's what it's going to be, and maybe your ex-husband, her dad, will surprise you, but just rip the Band-Aid off. That's what I think.
Yeah, respectfully going to disagree. This is an in-person deal, 1,000%. This is an in-person conversation between the three of you, her and the daughter included. This is a sit-down situation on the couch in the living room, where we're all going to talk through this and how we're going to make it through. That, I mean, is he going to be furious? Probably, yeah. But this is where you're going to have to be the middleman, mom, and help kind of buffer this situation, because it is what it is. Like this is where we are. So if you want to be mad, that's you have every right to feel your feels and be mad, but this is happening, or you know, whatever decision you guys are making, you need to be in person to talk through this.
I just feel like if Devon is reaching out to our show and asking the fam for advice, and I'm just guessing here. I don't know what it is, but they're not together any longer. And maybe fear is not the correct word, but there is some trepidation about meeting him in person and discussing this. It sounds to me, at least by going through this method, that maybe she is frightened about what will happen and what will be said. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing it on the phone. I don't. I think that it's okay. I think if you do it on the phone, you should have your daughter there with you. To where it's like, okay, we're on speaker. It's like, you should call him and say, hey, it's Devon, your ex, and we have our daughter here. You're on speaker. I just want you to know, blah, 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 blah. She's pregnant. Have it on speaker. Let her hear what her dad is saying. But then you can jump in and emotionally support your daughter, defend your daughter if necessary, or here's a shocker, back up your ex if he's got some good points. And then you move on. Then you find a plan. It's like, okay, this is happening. Keeping the baby, you're 15 years old. I mean, if she's, I'm just doing that. I mean, she's going probably into her junior year next year. And she'll be like 7 months pregnant, 6 months pregnant, something like that. So, I mean, that's going to be a whole thing. She's going to miss school next year for a little bit. So I would just sit around and have that adult conversation. But I don't know, Devon. I would just call. But Nikki says do it in person.
I just feel like I would want to hear it in person. And I also would want to, I think seeing the daughter's face is going to help the case. I think him seeing her and feeling the energy in the room, and just it's different. I mean, some things sure are a phone call, but something of this magnitude, I think it's an in-person.
That's a good point. What do you think about doing it? What do you think about doing it like in a public place?
Absolutely not.
For that extra layer of safety. No, not like at a restaurant.
No. I mean, if this guy if he's crazy and we think that they're in harm, then that's a whole different story.
Well, we don't know. I assume the worst, and maybe they are, and that's why they're reaching out to the show. That's why.
But I feel like having it in public, I mean, this is something going on between our family. Like, I don't want to have this at McDonald's. Like, hey,
go to Applebee's. I mean, don't be
Applebee's. Okay, Applebee's, McDonald's, whichever one. I feel like you gotta. This is something we need to unpack together as a family here. I don't care if you guys are divorced or not. Like, you're gonna be a grandpa. I'm gonna be a grandma. We're gonna figure this out. And
I'm gonna take the potato skins. I'm gonna get those, and I don't know what I'm gonna go ahead and get a starry. Okay, cool. Anyway, our daughter's pregnant. Yeah, that's happening right now. Oh, the food's here. Oh, process that.
Can I have a thing of ranch, please? Ranch on the side.
The daughter's just sitting there uncomfortably like this, like.
When do I get my Oreo shake?
Do I eat? Do I eat or not? Is this not a good time? So, Devon, there you go. Those are both two opinions that we think that you should absolutely just pull the Band-Aid off, rip the Band-Aid off. Nikki says in person, I say over the phone. So
look over at the BAM right now, the texts that are coming in. Dawn, my ex was such an ass. He threw my daughter out and called her all sorts of names when she tried to date a black man.
Oh, great.
Oh, damn. Okay. I can't imagine what he would have done if she was pregnant.
Fucking racist. I can't stand racist. I cannot. There's few things in this world that I can't tolerate. Racism is one of them. That's one that we really couldn't go off on the show back before, but I can't. If you're a racist and I'm just like, bye, don't exist.
No.
Bye. That's gross. Sorry that.
Yeah, I'm sorry that
was a thing, Dawn. That sucks.
Let's see what else. She needs to weigh her option. Oh, it just went away. Well, shoot.
Well, shit.
There it is. Okay. Needs to weigh her options. She doesn't know what's going on. Give a sec to process the feelings, talk it through, and figure everything out. If you don't want to be in person, video chat may work. Yeah, I always forget about. Yeah, I guess
do FaceTime.
FaceTime. Yeah.
FaceTime, and then if the dad goes crazy, then just hang up, throw the phone, prank call.
Yeah, I mean, if you're worried about safety, then don't do it in person.
Stacy says from Facebook, she says the deed is done. So deal with the short-term PTSD, but holding on to the young mother accountable in every way possible at her age is a must.
Right.
Happen to agree with that too. I happen to agree with you made an adult decision and you are having an adult consequence. And this is now your responsibility for life, not until 18, but for life in some way or fashion. So yeah, that discussion needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. And then when her friends see, and this, it's unfortunate, but I mean, in the end, and when I say in the end, when this child's child grows up and is beautiful and is doing well, you'll remember this time and how tough it was and how awful it was. But then you'll look and be like, you know what? It turned out okay and just fine. But she's going to have things like homecoming, and she's going to have things like prom. She's going to have things like that. And those are discussions that I feel like you have to have. It's like, oh, I need a prom dress. And it's like, no, you need formula. No, you need diapers.
Man.
No, you need to stay home with your baby. Those are the conversations, the hard conversations that you're going to have. So anyway, that is our form of Ponch and Nikki's group therapy. So if you have a thing that you want to present to the fam, leave us a note, leave us a voice note or a video. If you're comfortable with that, you can throw it in the DMs as far as like Facebook and Instagram. So there you go.
I love that.
Wow.
God, feels like we're just back with all of our faves. Hell yeah.
All our folks are here. I love that.
I know. Thank you guys for following us where we go. I mean, it just blows my mind still.
What do you got popping today? Anything good?
There is actually a little soft opening of the new SW19. Have you heard of this?
I don't know what that is.
Okay. So you remember obviously where the old Adams Mark, Cocoa Keys, all that area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, old hotel. Okay. Well, part of it has been transformed into a pickleball. I mean, it's like a world-class pickleball resort almost. There's a bar in there. There's
Isaiah. That's
correct.
Yes,
he is the GM. So the soft opening
really
is
quick.
tonight.
Isaiah, you're sending me Isaiah sent me an invite to a baby shower and this all in one text. And I was just, you have to understand, I'm stupid and I have ADHD. And I saw 2 dates, 2 things, and I was like,
overwhelmed immediately.
Overwhelmed immediately. Okay, this is Isaiah's deal. Okay,
yeah. So this thing's going to be cool. They're going to have a lot of watch parties for Chiefs games. It'll be a spot to go to before and after Chiefs games. They have a full bar, restaurant. The food is stupid. The inside of it, they have completely gutted and redone everything. It's going to be a really, really great spot to go to. So I'm going to check that out tonight.
I think I may go.
Come with. The memories that are going to flood back. You remember downstairs, the little club area, the bar area? Naya used to work there.
Quincy's.
Yes. Quincy's. Like, so I only went there one time. But man, the memories that are going to flood. My parents got married at the Adams Mark. My biological father was the food and beverage director there back in the day. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to go check that out tonight. You should come.
All right. I just, you know what? I just might. And Isaiah, thank you for the invite to that. He sent me that and then sent me an invite to the baby shower, which I thought, how incredibly cool is that? I make fun of gender reveal parties and things like that. But and it's just what people do now and it's fine. But what I do like, what's been kind of new in the last decade or so, is the both parents are doing the baby shower. I think that's cool. I like being a part of that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like coming as a couple and seeing the couple. They're both having the baby. I mean, obviously the mom.
It's different.
Kelly's doing all the work for the most part as far as growing it. But I think it's cool having it like a co party.
Yeah. It's different, but I mean, whatever floats your boat, right?
Oh, fam, it's on 4th of July weekend.
Come on. The baby shower, yeah. Yeah, it is. Real quick, Mike Jones. Oh, Mike Jones.
Mike Jones!
Yes, we are both still based in Kansas City right now. But obviously the show can go anywhere, can go all over.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, that's one of the things that I think people have struggled with. And if COVID taught us anything, it's you can do a show from anywhere. You don't have to move to a market anymore. Those like you really truly do not have to. And some people understand it and some people don't. Like you can pipe a show in from here in Kansas City. I mean, it's just
I'm vacationing in Colorado this summer in August in Breckenridge. I'm taking all my shit. I'm just going to take all my things and I'm going to maybe sit at the hot tub. Probably the hot tub's not going to be a good thing for sound, but
technology, electronics, by water, me.
Yeah, but I'm taking all the stuff there and we're going to do the show in August while I'm there. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like, I don't drink anymore. So it's not, I can stay up late and get up early and I'm not, feeling like,
now, when I make my wine trip, I'll log on, but I'm not promising anything good from me because your girl still throws some wine down.
When is your wine trip? Honestly, I didn't know you were going on one.
Well, I haven't planned it yet, but I eventually, when I get a paycheck, I'm going to live again. Right now, like I'm not doing anything extra. Here's how you know I am like really tightened up. Look at my busted nail.
Okay. People are starving.
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you, like I am truly like nothing extra. Nothing. I always have my spiky little stabby nails. Always. Yeah. I haven't. Nope. I've been walking around with a busted. I'm not flipping anybody off, but
yeah,
it's fine. I mean, like I'm cool with it. I don't care anymore. Like I'm just like I'm living very, very minimal. Very minimal.
It's fun
right now.
I like it. I mean, it's scary. Let's be real.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying because we don't know what the future is. And honest to God, and I thought about this today. I was like, fam, you are betting on yourself. You and Nikki are betting on yourselves and hoping and praying with a lot of hard work and a lot of determination that you're hoping and praying that this works, because there's not a, there's going to be other things that are going to pop up and do here or there or whatever. But you said it. People around me have said it. We have a gift to do this. And I want to continue to do this for as long as I'm breathing. And now that we have our own show and we work for ourselves, yeah, I'll do this forever. I won't retire. What's going on with your boy?
You're not doing the towel dance. Stop.
Yeah. Is that Jonas doing the towel dance? Yes. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Oh my God.
Is he coming in?
You should never have said that shit. You never should have said it, because now he's like, you want me to do the towel dance right here?
Yes.
No.
This could be a Ponch and Nikki exclusive. Nikki's boyfriend Jonas getting out of the shower.
No, you do not. We're not
Is he doing it or not?
No, he just left the room. I told him to get out. I said, go.
He's right on the other side of the room. I see him right back there. There he is. Oof. not cold in that house. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Good job, Ponch. Good job.
Got to bring it back around, baby.
Hilarious. Oh, you're stupid in the best way.
You're welcome.
Oh my God. Yeah, and honestly, guys, I mean, we go for an hour, but I'm sure as time goes on, who knows? Like this could go on for 3 hours. I mean, we have no boss. We can make our own rules.
And there's going to be, and that's a good point, Nikki, that wherever you're following this, make sure that you're putting like notifications on those, because there's going to be times to where we may pop on in the afternoon. We may pop on at night. We may pop on somewhere just because we can. So make sure those notifications are on. It's like, oh, Ponch, Nick, you're live. Okay, let's go. So anyway, thank you for the support, y'all. Appreciate you. Watch out. Today's supposed to be beautiful in the Midwest. So
no more rain.
At least here in our metro. I'm careful to give rain and forecast stuff because we're starting to get folks from all over the world listening to us. So yes, today's going to be nice in Kansas City after all those storms. If your power is out, and I saw a bunch of tree limbs. Is your neighborhood all right? Have you been outside to?
I have not even gone outside.
News was on this morning, like early, and they were. Lindsay Shively from 41 was out in Independence, And she was like in front of a house, and a gigantic like oak tree was like knocked down.
Well, I know that did not happen. I know I don't have any trees down. I know that much. But my God, that was terrifying yesterday. It made me realize I need to have like snacks and like a setup in the basement for something like that again. Because me throwing my stuff together so quick, like grandma's notebook. I got my grandpa's ring, a bag of Frankie's food, 3 guns, and I just went downstairs. Like, you need to have a thing down there. You need to be prepared.
Paperwork.
Birth
certificate.
I don't know, maybe some food for myself, some water.
I think a tornado. I don't think you have an out. You can get out of your basement, so I think you'll be fine. You and Frankie are not going to starve down there after a tornado. You'll be fine. But yeah, you should definitely. Everyone should have a go bag.
I have a go bag for a different situation. Like my go bag.
Same situation.
But I need a tornado disaster one too. That's got like some good hard shoes in case I need to walk through rubble. Like I mean, like I need 2 different go bags.
Why keep those?
Got cash and the guns and the things, and then there's another one.
Sets of shoes in the basement. That's what we do. So that way, if we have to run down, then it's like everybody has sets of shoes down there. So anyway, be careful.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, yes, Mike. I had 3 guns in 1 bag. Yes. I don't know. You never know what gotta be prepared. Somebody might come after me.
Now, Mike Jones is asking on Facebook, you had 3 guns? In laughy face, crying. No, fam. She said 3 guns in that bag.
In the go bag. In
the go bag. That's not the total guns.
No, the gun safe is down there and it is packed full.
Right.
That is one thing I do not play around with is my safety, especially after the crap that happened to me earlier this year in January. Nah. No.
Got to keep the home safe, especially with everything going on in the world. It's crazy. All right, let's go on and get with your day, guys. Once again, thank you for the support. We love you. We appreciate you. When you see this on Facebook as it lives up there, please share this later on.
Please.
If you're on X, Ponch Nikki Fam is our handle on X. Make sure that you retweet or re-X that thing or whatever. Our one is the one that it has the blue check mark, so it's official. It's ours. So make sure you follow that and send it. But
and please hit subscribe on the YouTube page. Subscribe.
Nikki's got to get her nail done. Please subscribe. We need it so badly.
It's so bad. You know what? I'm gonna cut him off. I'm just gonna cut him off and be natural. Who cares?
Do it.
Why not?
Look, I got to get my nails done too. They look terrible.
Why are you?
What?
Why are you throwing the shocker?
What's a shocker? I'm just throwing my.
Okay. You know what the shocker is. Stop it.
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
All right. Hey world, have a great day. You got this.
Say goodbye, Ponch.
Goodbye, Ponch.
Now hold up. Wait a minute. I gave you 3.
It's a triple hot mess dumpster fire.
That's right.
That means it's rolling down the hill, flames just blazing.
All of us are in it going.
And all of us.
People that aren't like us, that aren't mentally challenged, are like, what's the big deal?
Does this show have integrity?
Yeah, I was going to say, did you use integrity in this show in the same sentence? Are you new?
Hate to burst your bubble. Pretty high maintenance.
Yeah.
How are you guys?
Thriving.
Jacked up as usual.
I gotta question you and your nasty ass.
Unnecessary. Nikki, it's on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah,
let's
I'd
go.
stab somebody.
Well, I'm going to say this. We're not doing that, and suck it. How about that?
Yep. I can't work in conditions like this. I can't. I'm trying to be professional, and I've got wieners everywhere. I just can't.
Look, you nasty. I'm just telling you right now, you're nasty.
Ponch and Nikki Show. Ponch and Nikki Show. Ponch and Nikki Show. Ponch and Nikki Show.